Good evening. We call to order the regular meeting of West Valley City Council. We do note that we're starting just a little bit late. We had some extensive discussion in our study meeting, and so we wanted to finish that up. But we appreciate you all being here. This is a great turnout. We normally don't have this many people here. So thank you all for coming. We know there's some special things, and we'll get to those in just a few minutes. First of all, we note that all council members are present at the meeting. Next, we have an opening ceremony, and we would invite all of you to join with us in standing and repeating the pledge to our nation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We always check to see if we have any scout groups here, and help me if I don't see any. And we don't have any other elected officials. They're all tied up at the Capitol. So, with that then, approval of our minutes of February 27th. A motion from the council.
I move for approval of our February 27th minutes.
Second. Properly forced. Any discussion? All okay. Then all in favor of approving the minutes say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Passes unanimously. The minutes are approved. Next we come to some special things that we have planned for tonight. First we have our Employee of the Month Award to Sean Trujillo, and we'll turn to Council Member Jake Fittisimano.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor tonight to present our Employee of the Month for March, Sean Trujillo. Would you like to go ahead and stand while I read this awesome statement here? You've been nominated by Christy Cahoon in HR and Sean Bias in the police department. Sean Trujillo in the IT department is always willing to help with any type of technical issue and always manages to be patient, kind, helpful, and carries a never-ceasing positive attitude. The city recently transitioned to Outlook, and the entire IT department was constantly inundated with calls and questions, but Sean's attitude never faltered. Major software changes are always stressful, and Sean is a shining example of how to handle pressure with absolute kindness and professionalism. In addition to being an asset during his regular work hours, Sean has stepped up for our weekend police officers who have had computer issues that cause them to work slower and less efficiently. There is no IT person assigned on weekends, but over the past month, Sean has come out on several occasions on his own time to solve these issues and get the officers back to work with properly working equipment. Not only has Sean gone above and beyond, but he's exemplified total customer service to our police department. With the dedication he shows to his job, he's allowed our officers to utilize the valuable equipment they need to better serve the community in an effective and efficient manner. I'd like to invite the council, the mayor, and our city manager to join me in congratulating Sean Trujillo. And we've also got a copy of your nomination here, a little something back here you don't want to lose. Also this great certificate of recognition for you. And Sean Trujillo Parkway is now a thing in West Valley. Congratulations.
That's great. Nice to see that. Okay, 1, 2.
Thank you. Next, we have something that we're doing new, that our youth city council has identified some inspirational teacher awards, and they've presented those to the council, and we're ready tonight to make those presentations. We've identified 3 members of the council to each read some information and make those presentations. And I'll just announce those 3 and we'll go to them in this order. Steve Bueller will, for Granger High School, Mr. Aaron Cousins. Councilman Lars Nordfeldt will do Hunter High School, Mr. Michael Barney. And Don Christensen will do American Preparatory Academy, Mr. Jeffrey Sorensen. Yes, sir.
Sorry, Mayor, to interrupt. We were thinking that one of the youth city council members might like to get up and make some introductions as well, in addition to what you've done. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. Usually that should be, let us know first, but
Sorry.
who are you
Yeah,
talking about? Have you identified someone?
Yeah, Mr. Johnson has a contact.
Okay.
I am Jelena Dragicevic, and I am the mayor of the West Valley City Youth Council. I'd like to extend my appreciation to Mayor Bigelow, the council, and Mr. Pyle for allowing us to be here tonight. As you know, the West Valley City Youth Council is a group of students from the various West Valley City high schools who share an interest in local issues, but also in community involvement and engagement. For several years now, the students in YCC have expressed concerns over the fact that their teachers, who are felt to be excellent quality teachers who have gone far beyond expectations in order to make a positive impact on their students' lives, are not sufficiently appreciated nor recognized. Teaching is a tough job, and those who make the extra effort to do it effectively should be publicly thanked and recognized. Tonight, the West Valley City Youth Council would like to recognize 3 outstanding teachers who are not only exceptional teachers, but are there for support and encouragement along the way. The YCC would like to let these teachers know that they are appreciated not only by their students, but by the residents of West Valley City as well. The Inspirational Teacher Award is a step towards that goal. One outstanding teacher from each of the city's high schools, Granger, Hunter, and American Preparatory Academy, was selected by the members attending that school, using input from students at each school to receive this award. It is our hope that this award will help these inspirational teachers know that their students appreciate their efforts and realize how worthwhile an outstanding teacher can be. The crystal trophies these teachers will be receiving are generously donated by OC Tanner Company. The YCC would like to thank them for their support of this award. It's great to see a city business become involved with our programs and efforts. Thank you.
That's all. Okay. Councilman Bueller.
Thank you. Mr. Cousins, would you please stand? And I'll read this nomination. The Inspirational Teacher Award from Granger High School is awarded to Mr. Aaron Cousins. Mr. Cousins has been a social studies teacher at Granger for the past 6 years. His motivational teaching style includes the incorporation of both visual and auditory learning into his world studies classes. He is known for his ability to communicate with individual students, which helps them succeed. His extraordinary effort to make his classes interesting and to connect with his students make him a truly inspirational teacher.
That was wrong. I had social studies for 12 years. 12 years. One, two. I gotta wait for my wife to take one too.
Okay, you're right.
Mr. Barney, will you please stand? Thank you. The recipient of the Inspirational Teacher Award from Hunter High School is Mr. Michael Barney, who is an American Sign Language instructor at Hunter. Mr. Barney is described as a great teacher by his students, one who connects with his students. Students state that they can tell by the way Mr. Barney teaches and how he interacts with the students that he loves his job. Mr. Barney is always trying to get the students involved. He helps students understand what he is teaching, doing an admirable job of teaching about the deaf culture and helping his class to learn a unique language. He connects with his students and helps each one individually. On top of all of this, he makes school fun. His students enjoy his sense of humor. Congratulations, Mr. Barney.
Do you want to take one with this applauding you too? Mr. Sorensen. Are you heading over on the side? Okay. American Preparatory Academy awards an Inspirational Teacher Award to Mr. Jeffrey Sorensen, an English teacher and department head at APA. His students appreciate the excellent job he does of explaining whatever material they are studying and answering their questions. He takes the time to make sure that his students truly understand the concepts involved in the curriculum he is presenting. An additional plus is that Mr. Sorensen is entertaining, a quality that makes him an inspirational teacher. Mr. Sorensen, congratulations. Hold it against me.
And I thought maybe we could have the three total teachers come up and the youth city council come up and we can take a picture of everyone here. And our advisor, Leslie Hudson, will be the pictures. We can go on both sides.
You gotta use the microphone on this one, too.
One, two, three. Thank you very much.
Mayor, if I may, I know there are at least two of us on the council who have an education background. I've retired. Councilman Nordfeld is still teaching. But I'd just like to thank the Youth City Council for recognizing teachers. We all know that teaching is a profession that doesn't get a lot of thanks. And so anytime that your students can recognize you as teachers is a great honor. And so we want to make this, hopefully, if the Youth City Council continues, we'd like to keep this going annually to recognize your outstanding teachers. So, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. We note, besides the Youth City Council that was here in support of the teachers, I see some have brought family members, and as well I see some some school administrators out here supporting these teachers as well. And we thank you all for your attendance here. We appreciate the support you give to your teachers and the impact and role you play in our community. Thank you very much. Anything else? Any other comments from council members? Okay. And yes, we're used to people getting up and walking out when their park's done, so it doesn't.
I'm so glad you
It's
came.
fine.
How are you? Good.
Next, we go to our public comment period. We have two people that have signed up. We have two people who have signed up in our public comment period. The first is Leona, if I say this correctly, Katzimeyer? Oh, okay. Well, correct me up here, please, so that we get it correct.
Well, I'll talk to Mr. Morris after he's aware of what my problem is.
Well, if you're going to make comments, we need you to come up here, because everything that happens in our council meeting has to be recorded, a public record.
Well, I've been done a couple of times for having things that I shouldn't have in my yard. We took carpeting out of the house and we rolled it up and put it on the side of the fence because for 10 years at least we've always had dumpsters in the neighborhood, and we were going to pick all of the things we had and put them in the dumpster. Well, I was told that I couldn't do it, it needed to be taken care of. I'm almost 90. I am in my 90th year. I cannot do some of these things by myself. And so my sister's granddaughter, husband brought a trailer over, and my great-grandniece and her boyfriend filled it up with the things that we needed, that we had to get rid of. But I have to wait until somebody comes by with a trailer hitch and to pick it up. I'm 90 years old. I can't put a harness on my back and pull the damn thing out. So we waited until he came, and it was probably 2 weeks. Well, lo and behold, I got another summons because I had left the trailer in the driveway without being picked up. So that was taken care of. The next thing I hear, we had shelving copper that we brought out of the house, and I really didn't want to throw it away, so I put it out hoping somebody would want it. Well, they didn't, and so I got cited for having that out in the yard. I also have some outdoor carpeting on the carport. I can't have carpeting on my carport? I'm an old lady. I've fallen on that carport a couple of times, and I sure as heck would rather fall on some carpeting than on the cement. But it's outdoor carpeting, and so then I got done for that. Well, I'm probably out of compliance now for the time issue, but what? I couldn't even have a sit-down lawnmower. I've got probably a quarter of an acre of ground. I don't have a garage. That's why my car's in a carport. And if I had a sit-down lawnmower, I wouldn't have anywhere to put it. I need help. Please help me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next is Paul Nichols.
Paul C. Nichols, 5329 West, 41 South, West Valley City. I'm looking to see if I can find an officer around. I see plenty around here, but I don't see none out on the road. I've seen one last week. They said they're short of officers. Well, you can get some more officers. And where's the fire chief or the chief of police? I asked last week. He said he'd get her here. Is she here? Ask her, is she here?
It's not a discussion, it's your time. Actually, the chief is not here, is home recuperating, but has sent her assistant here. And so if after the meeting you'd like to visit with her, that'd be great.
Where's she at? Okay, I'll
So,
stay.
right after. Now, normally we don't interact like this, Paul, you know that it's your time, and we can always visit with you after. We set up those rules so we wouldn't end up in debates and things and question and answer, so.
Thank you.
But thanks for coming. Okay, was there anyone else wanted to speak? Any public comments? Seeing none, then we'll come back to the council and we'll turn to Mr. Wayne Pyle, our city manager.
Thank you for that
Could you-
great introduction, sir. I don't have any comments tonight. Appreciate it.
To our council members, any comments? Just, I'll add the final comment, and that is that when people bring items to our attention, by state law, we cannot have a policy discussion unless it's on our agenda. So many of these items we will put on our agenda for next week. And the way we'll do that, some issues were raised with ordinance enforcement. I don't know that that needs to be an agenda item, but some discussion perhaps with our individual member of the ordinance enforcement on those issues. Is that appropriate, Mr. Pyle?
Yes, sir.
Maybe for a minute afterwards.
Yes, sir.
And gather some information. Same, Mr. Nichols, if you'll meet with, was it Ms. Swarmer, was back there? Then those we won't put on the agenda because we think those can be handled individually. But we do try and respond to those. Okay? With that, that's actually all of our agenda. We don't have a need for a closed session, no issues that we have to resolve. Any final comments from council members?
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. It passes unanimously. We're adjourned.